going to be talking about the impact of cuts from the Department of Education. And what level I'm talking about is now we're stepping into the collegiate level. We're going to be talking about Pell Grants, PSEOGs, student loan scholarships by school and program, and additional grants that pay for faculty and staff. Okay, March 11, 2025, DOGE cut approximately half the staff of the Department of Ed. But the good thing was Department of Ed cannot be closed completely without congressional approval, which has not occurred. Department of Ed is over higher education financial aid for colleges and universities. A college can be declined financial aid due to non-compliance to removing the DEI initiative. This is a list of the Pell Grant changes that have occurred, and I was pretty astonished at what's happened. The Pell can be used for a full schedule or one course per semester, which is new. Pell Grants are based on financial need. Income tax forms are used as proof of income. Recently, the documentation requirements changes most daily now, and documents required to include birth certificate, social security card, proof of address, and even a passport may be required. These documents can be required for the student, parent, guardian, and students. Only citizens of the U.S. can receive Pell Grants. Pell Grants are only for undergrad degrees. Prisoners who are in education programs can receive Pell Grants. Now, requirements required only if the student withdraws missed semester from the educational institute. Colleges which are not approved by the federal government do not qualify for Pell Grants. And Pell Grants may end in 2026. Now, the PSEOG grant, that's the Federal Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant, is available for undergrads with exceptional financial need. Requirements the same for those with Pell Grants. FESEOG are not given to all students due to limited funds. Now, here's some of the big changes that recently just happened. Student loan requirements are not determined by the SBA. That's not happening. The SBA refused the Trump administration's drive to oversee student loans. Department of Ed determines student loans for students with financial institutions. Student loans are based on credit ratings of the student and/or parent or guardian. Loan limits are based on the cost of the educational institution. Repayment starts 6 months after graduation or withdrawal. The loans go through a financial institution. Now, the collection of these student loans, non-repayment, is deterred by garnishment of earnings. That's new. Tax refunds and resident sale. Non-repayment also causes extensive fees on the loan total. A student can lose all access to financial aid by falling behind on repayment. 1 6-month forbearance is available for the student loan. Loans are first paid from the estate of the deceased student now. For example, if you have a $50,000 loan and fall behind on the repayments, the loan balance will have a penalty fee of $40,000. Yeah, and that's per year. That's the recent changes. Now, here's the interesting point. Remember 2009? What happened in 2009? We went into a recession. Student loans are in a bubble that will pop, like house mortgages were in 2009. The total student loan debt is so high with the financial aid institutions that Federal Reserve predicts 12 to 15 months the loans will be like the house loans and be overvalued. For example, a $100,000 loan will deflate to a value of $50,000, and the financial institution will have to call the note of the student to the student. That can result in liquidation of the student's items of value through auction to cover much of the student loan. The deflation of the loan value is due to overloaning, here's the good part, devaluation of the dollar. The value of the government bonds, non-payment of loans by student loan holders, and U.S. government money they have borrowed from the Federal Reserve recently and the student loan accounts recently. This will push the economy into a deeper recession or depression. This is caused by current presidential administration's policies and lack of congressional oversight. Now, the last thing I found out yesterday at a faculty senate meeting, right now we found out that some of our faculty and staff are paid by paid through the federal government, and those have been grants have been completely cut, and our HR is having to scramble to make sure we can retain them. That hit every college in this country. So you can imagine how many faculty and staff are grant paid. And we have to do something about it because it's not done yet. They do not want these children and adults to have an education. So it's up to you and I working at these rallies, writing our congressman, also making sure that you call your congressman with the 4 points, as well as making it clear to retain these. Because I'm a professor at Piedmont Technical College, where I teach economics, as well as I teach part-time for Newberry College. Both of them got hit. That's a 4-year and a 2-year college. They're cutting our education. And the last thing that's the good news, Nasharia Williams, District 50, just won Teacher of the Year last night. Now, if you want to talk economics, I'll talk to you after, or however Bill wants me to do it. I'll talk economics with you, whatever, but that bubble is serious. And that's where I got my information.